This is a single order. Double order of mashed potatoes.
Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Western Career Prep High School, newly named 2025 top teacher, Teresa Nagy. Bart visits the Ellis Sharp Museum's new Heidelberg Project exhibit with Detroit-based artist Tyree Guyton. From Jackson District Library Youth Services Coordinator Kristen Steiger. Founder of Young People of Purpose, Diane Washington. And from Area 19 Special Olympics Executive Director Randy Coleman with athlete Colin Van Warmer. And now, here's Bart.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Great to have you with us today on a beautiful Monday afternoon. Right now it's 79 degrees. We were seeing a lot of sun. Now we're starting to see clouds, and we'll see more and more clouds throughout the afternoon, but no rain in the forecast today. Hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all moms all throughout JTV viewing area. Today's high, 81, we're almost there. I bet we'll surpass that. Overnight tonight, a slight chance of showers and a low of 61. Tomorrow, a slight chance of showers in the morning, then maybe a greater chance in the afternoon. Even a thunderstorm is possible on Tuesday, high of 76. Wednesday, chance of showers in the morning and maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high of 76. Thursday, things improve, a 40% chance of showers, high of 84, 80 and sunny on Friday. And for the weekend, looks like maybe some showers on Saturday, but a lot of sunshine on Sunday. Summer-like weather all this week. Thanks to Kelly Express for bringing you today's weather. Do you know you can order pizza on Slice and DoorDash at Kelly Express? And you can just swing in and pick one up. The special this month is two-item pizzas for $25. That's a deal. And those pizzas will feed a lot of people. Other great snacks, beverages, and more at your local Kelly Express. Let's take a look outside and see how things are shaping up. A little cloudy. Oh well. You know, it's possible. There is some rain way south of us in central Indiana and Ohio. It's just slowly drifting our way.
So I got a baseball game to go to at 4. Do you think I'll be good?
You're going to a baseball
Jackson High
game?
baseball. My nephew's playing.
Oh.
Think I'll be all right?
Are they playing Tecumseh?
They are. Jackson's playing Tecumseh.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Yep. That'll be great. What position does your nephew play?
I think it's shortstop. Some pitching too.
How about that?
Yeah.
Well, you have two nephews, so which nephew?
Connor Bollinger. So
Well,
Peggy and Tom Bollinger, I'm sure will be there today too.
Well, we'll have to swing by and check it out.
Yep.
Today is May 12, 2025. It is International Awareness Day. Just general awareness.
I wasn't aware it was Awareness Day.
I wasn't either.
No, wasn't prepared.
International Nurses Day, and you might be thinking, didn't we do the nurses last week? Yeah, but this is the whole world nurses. National Nutty Fudge Day, and you can get Nutty Fudge at Jackson Canyon Fudge Factory. National Odometer Day. It's National Women's Checkup Day, and today Governor Whitmer proclaimed this week as Women's Health Week, promoting the work Michigan has done to protect Michiganders and also to encourage women to be active in their health care. if you're a women's health stakeholder, like a provider or a caretaker, make sure that you take great care of the women in your life. Today is also, that's it, that's all we're celebrating today. It was on this day in 1896, New York passed the first anti-spitting law. Couldn't spit. And it was a pretty serious crime, apparently, because you could be fined $500 and or a year in prison. And $500 back in the 1890s was a lot of money.
That's a lot.
It's
Yeah,
probably
for
like
sure.
10, 20 grand or something now. Can you imagine? For spitting. Brandon, why do you think they had an anti-spitting law in New York City?
Trying to think of a good reason why they would do that. I don't know.
Fun fact.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you the fun fact first. A lot of people spit on the no spitting signs.
All right.
Yeah, but it was to combat tuberculosis
Okay.
because the airborne and this, people thought, well, if you got spit on, you could get tuberculosis.
Nowadays in New York City, they encourage it.
Oh yeah, you can spit everywhere. spit on the politicians. Yeah.
They unfortunately, some do.
On this day in 1963, the young and unknown Bob Dylan walked off the set of The Ed Sullivan Show because CBS said, you can't sing that song on CBS. The standards and practices people said the song he was going to sing was too controversial. Now, not too many people had heard of Bob Dylan by then, so there wasn't a big uproar over it. But do you have any idea, Brandon, the song that Bob Dylan was going to sing that CBS said he couldn't?
I mean, the only song I think of could be bad was
Nope.
that one about everybody must get stoned.
It was the Talkin' John Birch Paranoid Blues,
Okay.
a satirical blues number that skewered the it was about the communists. We were having, they were the communists. And so the John Birch Society, ultra conservative and very anti-communist, but CBS thought they might get a lawsuit.
They had a lot of problems. They had a problem with the Doors. They weren't allowed to say higher on
CBS had a
TV.
problem with the Doors. They had a problem with the Smothers Brothers. They had a problem with 60 Minutes. They got a problem with
Yeah.
free speech. On this day in 1957, race car driver A.J. Foyt scored his first professional victory. It wasn't at MIS, it wasn't at Indy, it was in Kansas City. It was a USAC midget car race. And A.J. Foyt was the first person to be inducted into the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame. And if you were to go to the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame website, you would find that A.J. Foyt is not on there at all. So that's the ultimate slap, I would say, that you'd be the first person inducted into the Hall of Fame, and he's not on their website at all. And it was on this day in, I'm not getting worked up over it. I think it's A.J.'s fight.
Yeah.
It was on this day in 1903 that Theodore Roosevelt, he was riding in a parade in San Francisco, and they filmed it. And it was the first moving picture film of a president being recorded at an official activity. How about that? And there's a whole movie you can watch. It's in the Library of Congress, and it's called The President's Carriage. How about that? 1903, something even more unusual, which is kind of like a side note. He was accompanied by an infantry battalion, and they were all black. And that was, to a lot of people, that was even more significant than being captured on film. Now, Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. And today we have a free vaccine and microchip clinic being held at the Spring Arbor branch of the Jackson District Library. It runs from 4 till 6 p.m. and it's presented by the Jackson County Animal Shelter. No appointment needed. You just need to be a Jackson County resident, and dogs and cats that you bring in, they have to be on a leash or in a, what do they call those things? Carrier. So just come by, and they're doing the various vaccines for canines and felines. A little bit later this week, we've got Eastern Branch of the Jackson District Library is offering photography classes in partnership with the Jackson Camera Club. The next class is May 16th, Friday, from 4:30 to 5:45, and they've got an exhibit of all Camera Club members all this month at the Eastern Branch. And on Sunday, the pastor of Queens Parish, Father Tim McDonald, is bringing in his dad to present a concert. Lawrence McDonald is going to be playing on the piano Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin and many other favorites from great classical composers of the golden age of Hollywood. Lawrence McDonald is also a big film buff, and he's a published author, and he'll have his book there as well. And it's free, 3 o'clock in Queens Church. And that's Today in the J, presented by Experience Jackson. Over the weekend, a lot of community events. We had the Jackson County Free Museum Day. Hats off to Experience Jackson for presenting this event. This is, I think, the 7th year that they've done it.
It's a great event.
And it exploded this year with participation. The whole county turned out and visited many of the the museums. We had 12 or 13, and all reported record turnout for Free Museum Day. Here at the LSR Museum, they had a petting zoo in front of the museum, all kinds of great things to do for all ages. There were book authors that were there giving talks, signing their books. Kids got free books. Every kid from from 0 age to 8th grade got 10 free books. And this was a record. They've never had this many kids attend. And Brandon, you reported you went. You couldn't get near the place.
It looked like the Hyder Jubilee was in town because the parking was packed all the way to the putt-putt golf course.
Wow. So
yeah.
Thanks to the Jackson County ISD for partnering with the Free Museum Day for the book giveaway and the Cheez-Its. I think they were Cheez-Its. Everyone got Cheez-Its and and water and fruit snacks. But unbelievable event. All the museums, great job everyone. Thanks to the community for turning out and supporting Free Museum Day. And Jackson Reads. On Friday, it was the grand reopening and open house at the Jackson Fire Department Station Number 2. A lot of people had no idea we had a Station 2. You could barely see it from the road. It's on Carl Breeding Way at the corner of East Prospect. And driving down East Prospect, because of the trees and the way it's situated, it doesn't just pop out, but now it does because it's completely renovated. And GTV's Andy Hawley stopped by to check it out on Friday.
We're at Fire Station 2. I'm with Alex Watson, firefighter, and it's an exciting day here. This is a beautiful building, so many upgrades. Tell us a little bit about what's been happening inside Building 2.
Yeah, so this station kind of got remodeled from its older model of 1962 when it was built, closed in 2011, and then reopened in 2022. They put approximately $800,000 into it, did a little remodel and ceiling, the floors, the bay doors here. We got a new truck for the station. I think as the chief spoke with you the other day, the trucks have gotten a lot bigger. in recent years, so they had to raise the doors so they could fit. The living quarters got a little facelift, got a new bathroom, locker rooms and whatnot got facelift as well.
Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. Good space for the firefighters for sure. Talk about the location of this fire station, and you guys also have an agreement with Summit. Talk a little bit about kind of the area in which you serve. Obviously, I know it varies depending on what's going on around the city.
Yeah, so this station's located on the south side of the city of Jackson on Carl Breeding Way, which neighbors Summit Township. So we have an automatic mutual aid agreement for medical calls and fire alarms and things to respond into Summit Township, being how we're closer to this area, Vandercook Lake and whatnot. And they also have a station on our far west side, their Summit Station 2, that could reach our area a little bit quicker. So it cuts response time significantly. Just a better location, better response times for the community.
How much work, obviously we know the dollar amount that went into it, but this had been used for storage and for the city and some other things. What was what did it look like before you guys moved in 22?
They used to put trucks down here, reserve apparatus used to come down here. They would do trainings and things. At one point, actually, Jackson Community Ambulance was housed out of here for a little while when it was closed. After that, it kind of just looked like 1962 with the paint and things like that.
Alex, what's the response been from the rest of your team? Obviously, it's great to have an updated facility to work out of, but it's created some nice function for the firefighters.
Absolutely. It's good to be out here in a neighborhood house, being able to respond to emergency calls a lot faster. Again, there's approximately 3 firefighters here during the day, 24 hours, 365 days a year. These trucks have the ability to seat 5, but like I said, a full staff down here is 3 at this time, so it's been good.
How many calls does this firehouse respond to on average per day, would you say?
I'd say on average probably 7 to 8 per day. I think we're doing 18 calls a day department-wide, so.
I got to sneak into that bunk room, and you're actually able to show a little bit of your personality, maybe with your blanket and things like that. You're a Spartan fan.
Yes, I am.
How does that work? Is there a rivalry in here with some people?
Oh yeah, there's a lot more University of Michigan fans than there are Spartan fans, so it's good though.
Awesome. Well, what would you like the community to know? That you guys, obviously you guys have been in this spot for a few years, but remodeled. What would you like the community to know?
We're open, we're here, and ready to respond if you need us, and you can stop by anytime. We're open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We'll be here.
Awesome. Alex Watson, firefighter at the Jackson Fire Department at house number 2.
A great community asset, station number 2. If you missed the open house, you can come by and they'll show you around. It's pretty awesome. And we've got an incredible team of firefighters staffing that, and really all our stations. Thank you to Andy and Alex for that. And we'll have more photos online from that open house at jtv.tv. We've also got photos from the weekend in high school sports and Jackson County Museum Day in the Orthopedic Rehab Specialist photo galleries at jtv.tv. We have a great lineup of guests on today's show, starting with the Teacher of the Year, named last week, one of the top teachers and the Teacher of the Year, Teresa Nagy from Western Schools. We are going to go to Ellis Sharp Museum, the Heidelberg Project on exhibit at the Ellis Sharp Museum, and the creator, the artist, is Tyree Guyton, and he was there over the weekend, and we had a chance to catch up with Tyree and talk to him about his exhibit. You will be encouraged to go and check it out. It's going to be there through, I think, October. And thanks to donations and sponsorships, it's free to see the museum, free admission all summer long. How about that? So no excuse to not go see it, and I highly recommend it. And you'll see some of it today with our visit with Tyree. Kristen Steiger will be here from the Jackson District Library with even more details of the summer reading program. Diane Washington and a member of her board joining us from Young People of Purpose. They've got a couple of events coming up. And from Area 19 Special Olympics, Randy Coleman will be here. And he's bringing one of his athletes, Colin Van Warmer, all here today on JTV. Great to have you here. And we begin right after this.